You always on a computer do it.
You can sell merch.
I don't actually have a computer.
You liar.
I really don't.
What do you do?
I have a work computer.
It's the same thing.
I'm not allowed to use it for that thing.
Open a private browser. Are they going to know?
Yes.
All right, fair enough.
Fuck
you, big government.
I tried to use it to pay my Texas tag once because it was the only platform that would work on it, and they got mad at me.
Oh shit!
So I had to use my web browser on my PlayStation.
Holy shit!
That's crazy.
Holy fuck, dude!
Oh my god! Yo, what's up? This is Tony Postas with 8Day Entertainment. I'm with the super cool, delightful punk band from Austin, Texas, and their name is
Porta Monks.
Oh
baby.
shit, we didn't rehearse that.
No,
we don't rehearse anything.
exactly.
That's funny. That's funny. That's funny as
beautiful.
fuck. I'm probably gonna cuss more in this one,
All
and then the one I had with the Amali. But
Do it.
yeah, like
What's your favorite curse word?
my favorite curse word. I mean, I'm supposed to be asking the questions for y'all. What's y'all's favorite curse word?
It's like, well, the best word in the English language is fuck.
Yeah, fuck, bro.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. There was like a study done where like there's two groups of people that have like gone through pain or like went through something painful, and the people that didn't curse, like psychologically or like physically, they felt more pain than the other person that did cuss.
I've heard about this, that saying an explosive like fuck could be act as some type of pain tolerance.
Yeah, it acts as like some sort of pain tolerance or like relieving pain in a sense, like psychologically or physically. So that's what I've heard in general. So I mean, but as long as you're not like Christian or something, you're not like you don't give a fuck about cussing or something.
Who's hurting you, Tony? Tony, who's hurting you?
I don't know. No,
We'll take care of them,
We'll
guys.
figure it out. You don't have to cuss. We'll figure it out.
It's more like a. It's more like a.
I'm not a Christian, so I'm off the record here.
It's like a brand thing. It's more like brand. It's like brand shit and whatnot.
Yeah, not swearing. Some people are kind of particular about it, but
No, yeah, of course.
don't worry about us.
But
I don't think you've got any issue here.
But what started like Port of Monks for y'all? Like, how did y'all first start getting into the music scene in general?
Chris and I actually started off in an old band, and we wanted to do our own thing, split from them. We were bass and drums for
a little while, at least a few months.
Yeah, I'd say about like 4 or 5 months.
Mm-hmm.
And then we played a show at Rio. Shout out Rio.
Oh yeah, Real Mart's pretty dope.
Damn right.
And as a 2-piece, that's where we met this guy. And from there, we just ended up, forming a 3-piece about a year and a half ago, something like that.
It's almost 2 now.
Yeah, almost 2. So
No, that's dope.
that's how we started, bro. Just, organically.
Mm-hmm. And do y'all have any plans to venturing out of Austin and performing with other like groups? Like, who are some of y'all inspirations for performing or drumming and whatnot?
Well, as far as touring outside of Austin, we've had a roadmap of trying to break outside of just Austin itself, and have plans to try to play shows in San Antonio and Houston and Dallas, and have these types of Texas tours going all across the state. We've been just discussing earlier that we have trying to get a show out in Houston sometime this summer in June, right?
Yep. Yeah.
So we're trying to really sort of expand our horizons and get ourselves involved in the scene all across the state of Texas, not just in Austin, but really branch out from that a lot. And so we do have a lot of big aspirations for that. As for our influences, that's quite the eclectic list that we got with the 3 of us.
Yeah.
Eclectic. Nice choice of word. I've never heard eclectic, but
All right.
Very diverse.
Name your top 3 influences.
As a drummer, my top 3 influences, my 3 favorite drummers, Bill Ward, Trey Cool, and Herb from Primus.
All right.
Oh yeah.
That's dope.
All right, guitar.
Yeah.
Van Halen.
Okay.
Surprised.
Amen.
Slash.
Oh, okay.
Zach Wilde.
Zach Wilde.
Yeah.
I feel like I've heard that name before. Like
Black
He was
Label
a
Society. He was a Ozzy. That's how I knew him first.
He was a guitar player for Ozzy Osbourne and for Black Label Society.
Okay.
oh,
And
that's
he is-
dope.
I saw BLS open for Anthrax about the very last time I ever went out to California.
Yeah. I just really like the guitar players with style. I think that's really my thing. You know, I really got into all of the nerdy kind of stuff, learning all my stuff, but I really just like the showmanship that Zach Wilde and Slash had, and even Van Halen. I feel like they just have such a flash.
Yeah, especially with the
what they're doing.
And shit.
They add so much extra.
Double with
they
Van
add so
Halen.
much extra to what's going on, and I feel like that's more fun. Just a fun time. Yeah. How about you? Let's hear some bass fun.
Geezer Butler, Flea, and Verdine White.
Who's that?
Earth, Wind, and Fire.
Oh shit! Yeah.
Earth, Wind, and Fire. That's dope.
Yeah.
That's actually really dope.
Yeah, dude.
That's really good.
I mean, like, I feel like as a bass player, you got to be grounded in the funk. If not,
You have to.
No, absolutely.
You're gonna have a
100%.
time.
It's a good
The best bass players are ones that draw their roots from that classic funk style.
From the one.
Always, as James Brown said, or really Bootsy Collins.
Bootsy Collins, dude.
On the one.
On the one.
Hey!
On God.
Doesn't matter what
Like,
you're doing.
the crowd-
Don't miss the one. Don't miss
The
the
crowd
one.
doesn't
Don't ever
dance
miss
to
the
the
one.
key.
Always
The
hit the
crowd
one.
dances to the beat.
Yep.
Exactly.
Who's that? Who quote? Like, is that your quote? Or?
No, that is not my quote.
Yes, it was.
It was a Huggy Bear Nelson quote.
You heard it here first.
Exclusive.
That's dope.
It's like, that's my own original thought, gentlemen.
No, stop. You stop that. You stop that.
Wait, I got another
Don't
question.
get me going.
No, please, you stop that.
I got another question for y'all. Like, I know a lot of people have said like rock is dead. Like rock is like the art form. I mean, I know y'all do like more alternative or punk, but like, what is y'all's thoughts on rock in general? Like, rock hasn't been it was hip hop that became like in 2017 the biggest music genre. It was rock before that, and you know, I'm just always curious in general. I'm not really like a rock head or like more into metal. I'm more of a hip hop type of guy. So I'm just very curious, like in general, like some of y'all's thoughts and opinions. If y'all think rock is dead.
Nah, I feel like rock is in like a whole lot of different elements. Like you can look at pop, country, you know, like each one of those artists has something that's like heavy or, you know, considered rock. So I feel like it's alive and well, especially in this scene. Like there's a really like strong, hardcore, metal, sludge, punk, like underground scene that's like feeding like the underbelly that is Austin. And I feel like we're happy to be a part of it. And a lot of those artists that are still here doing that, like, shout out to them.
No,
Because,
yeah.
you know, like a bunch of the scene always changes, you know, like what's hip or what's in always changes too. But like I feel like rock is always going to be there, you know.
It has proven itself as a staple of music, period. It's an everlasting genre. Genres don't die. Types of music never completely die. At least not in so much in a literal sense, but rock and roll has been a very enduring medium of music. It has stood the test of time, and some of the greatest musicians that people have ever considered to walk the face of the earth that we live on are musicians in rock.
No, yeah.
Or at least heavily influenced by or influenced for as rock involved.
And it's like Beatles, Led Zeppelin, Black Sabbath, like
Exactly. Pink Floyd.
Pink Floyd, yeah. Most definitely Pink Floyd. Like, especially with like the album covers too. Like all those covers that those particular artists that we just named, like iconic. Like I think in general for a lot of these like staying powers and in terms of just the music medium, like having the cover like basically like change like a generation of like music, like up and coming musicians. And in general, that's why I always I know in the digital age a lot of people don't really look as cover art like as important, but
it takes on a different meaning now. Back in the 60s and 70s, it was all about the vinyl record. You had this giant piece of artwork that you had to go into the store, hunt for, and buy. You would judge an album by its cover. But with the internet, media, and especially in music, has been both democratized but oversaturated at the same time.
Oh no, yeah, of course. And that's like with big artists like Drake, for example, they do these polarizing album covers like post his like I think 2016. He's done very like like shocking and like why is he doing that? And
he's people talking.
It gets people talking, but then I had watched like a YouTube video talking about like, you know, Drake's artistry like currently and in general, like those covers that he has, like why would you want a drawing of his kid that he made like a little sketch on your wall? Like
let's not mention the word Drake and kid in the same sentence. We don't really have Conan O'Brien's lawyers with us.
But But in general, but
it's kind of that thumbnail war where you have to just get more.
Oh yeah, clickbaiting and stuff.
Clickbaiting it
for the attention and for like the artistry in general. And
I think for like rock being dead, I think that for a few years it's just kind of gotten too polished, and I feel like what makes rock music what it was back then and what it could be and still is when you're out here playing it, live.
Mm-hmm.
I think a lot of times, I think the roughness gets polished out. Nickelback being like the first big mainstream band to over polish their record to where it just doesn't sound.
Oh yeah.
Because like if you want to listen to rap where everything's produced, I love rap. I think it's really one of my favorite genres. But it's so polished. The beat loops every time, on time. All your elements are there. That creates a certain feeling. But a band like the Beatles or Rolling Stones, like Zeppelin, like they're recording it in a room and they're feeling each other out. Even if they're playing one instrument at a time, they are listening to the other instrument in a way. They didn't have the luxury. It kind of just creates a more
like a synergy.
There's an energy that you're kind of like in that synergy. There's an energy in that synergy that kind of comes extra with rock that instruments played in a room kind of creates. And I think that as an industry, it's went away from that, and that's kind of why hip hop and country have been doing so well. And I'm glad that's going on, but I think that's why those are doing well, because they translate to that medium better of having everything nice and polished.
Oh no, yeah, I agree with you.
I think rock music, you listen to like a Rolling Stones record, they're like, you hear them in the studio like lose a little bit of time, but they all catch back up on a time, and you're like, that sounds even better.
The human element, if anything, if music sounds too perfect, if it sounds too tight, it doesn't. It doesn't have the soul to it. It feels like it almost doesn't have the energy. And there's a lot of the phenomenon of rock music being overproduced is probably the biggest reason on why I think rock and roll is kind of taking a backseat to other genres, because the thing that makes rock music of all types, everything from a softer style to like hardcore punk, is the roughness, the shakiness, and the fact that it's not perfect. It's not supposed to be perfect.
Yeah.
No, yeah, and I think that's like what Kurt Cobain did as well. Like whenever his band Nirvana dropped Nevermind, and it was very polished and it was very radio friendly. They had dropped their debut, and their debut was a bit more rough around the edges.
Oh, absolutely.
And
it's
then,
much more raw.
No, yeah, and then they dropped their follow up, their final album, In Utero, and it's like there are still hits on there, but
it was like deliberately made to sound rougher as a way to sort of compensate. Because I feel that with Kurt Cobain, he mentioned that he was disappointed that it went a little too clean. He said that Nevermind sounded like a Motley Crue record.
That's funny. That's ironic, considering like I've heard a little bit of like Motley Crue, and like I know they had like a very like wild like history, like that rock and roll lifestyle.
Oh yeah, they are the stereotype of everything bad you hear about rock stars.
No, yeah,
including the greed.
Heroin sponsorship deal. Yeah.
Heroin sponsor. That's insane.
Heroin generated by AI.
Heroin generated by. That's insane. That's almost criminal.
That's a good album title.
Sure. Keep that one.
Give it 20 years, that's going to be an actual problem. We already have 3D printed guns. Soon we're going to have 3D printed drugs.
Oh yeah, that's.
If you give me 3D, if you give me 3D printed drugs, I will kill you.
That's like being able to have. Never mind. That's like being able to suck your own dick, dude.
That's like so out of pocket.
I haven't had any of my ribs removed.
Print drugs, like what's the rest of this about?
Didn't like Marilyn Manson take a rib out so he could?
That was just the story.
That's not a.
That was a rumor.
True.
That was the story. I don't know if that's actually happened. I mean,
no, it didn't actually.
That was a rumor.
That
was a rumor.
I haven't met the man.
But it's totally something he would have done.
No, yeah, for sure. That cover though for Mechanical Animals is like insane. That was like very. They were like trying to do like there's like that one album cover by Yoko Ono and freaking John Legend where they're like naked on the cover.
What?
Like,
yeah. Like he's holding her.
Yeah, it's like a super like weird album cover, but they wanted to do that same thing, like wrap it around in like what was it, like in plastic?
Yeah.
To basically like hide the cover of that album in particular.
Can you pull that up?
Yeah. Pull it up, Jamie.
We don't have anybody pulling shit.
Pull it up. Jamie's insane. Yo, shout out Joe Rogan for real.
I don't want to shout him out.
I'd like to shout out Rogaine, bro.
I'm only shouting him out for podcasting. That's it. That's the most I'm gonna do. Just podcasting alone.
Yeah, exactly. There we are.
Shout out Warburg.
So there's the plastic we put on it. It's not an avatar. You just
so we got special plastic. It was specifically manufactured from the oil reserves right off the Gulf of America.
What are we talking about?
We're a little.
Tony, there's a game. There's a game we play where how long does it take for us to get into a Trump impression, and we're getting dangerously close. We're getting very close to a resolution.
No politics. That's why I said shout out Joe Rogan for podcasting only. That's all I gotta say about that. Anyways, we were talking about Airbender a little bit earlier, and what elements we wanted to be like, or what bending style we wanted to be like in the show or whatever. But I think I said Earth. You had said Earth, correct?
Yeah, I feel like if you do Earth, you can do like all the elements. You can do mud. You can do metal.
Do sand.
You can do sand.
That's true.
And lava.
Be like Gara type shit.
You know what I'm saying? Like, shout out Earth, bro.
Mm-hmm. So I mean, Toph just straight up invented metal bending.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, with Earth, you can do everything.
I mean, the Melon Lord is the greatest bender that ever walked the Earth besides the Avatar.
Who? Cabbage? The Cabbage
No, the
guy?
Melon Lord.
The Melon Lord.
The Melon Lord? He's like a joke character, right? It's been so long since I've watched Avatar, so...
Toph is the Melon Lord.
Oh, okay.
Chris could have just said anything. I'm like,
shout out Chris.
I could have just made it up and you would have believed me.
Oh yeah, I've never seen this show.
Remember the Alamo.
I've never seen this show, but I've never forgotten the Alamo.
You see, Toph is actually Henry Kissinger.
What the... Okay, I'm gonna ignore. I'm gonna professionally ignore what you said. Anyways, what do y'all do for like fun in general, like y'all studio sessions, like or not studio, or practices? I guess you could say. Like, what do y'all do?
Our
like in general.
I mean, if we are 100% completely honest, we usually just smoke and drink and have a good time, and then from there, the music just organically produces itself.
Mm-hmm.
We have we have a full EP ready. Mm-hmm. Shout out Jack Mydell from Top Down, and
that's dope.
I can't remember his other band that he's singing in, but he is our producer, and like he really did an awesome, amazing job capturing like the live sound that we are and the energy that we bring. Mm-hmm. And from there, we have we're sitting on a second EP as well, yeah.
Yeah. We get a lot of material. We're fairly improvisational as musicians, and so the songwriting does come pretty quickly. Luckily, everyone can kind of jump into something, so we let it flow. Yeah, we've got 2 records. I'd say about 2 records worth of material finished, as far as the writing is done, and then recording. We've got 1 fully tracked. We're waiting for that to come out. But our rehearsals are very lax, very open ended.
We're always at Noiseland.
Noiseland, yep.
Noiseland's pretty dope. Shout out them.
It's the dopest.
From there, we usually just make a Circle K trip, get a few twisted teas or alcoholic beverages, and we come back and we start having a good time, dude.
See where it goes.
Yeah,
that's dope. Do y'all have like any release date for that first EP?
No, we have.
We're planning on releasing each of the singles from the album in the near future. We have about 3 of them in the can, ready to go.
Yeah, so the kind of strategy we ended up trying to go with, now that we're in the modern age, now that albums aren't what they were, is you want to kind of play that algorithm game of just putting them out as singles.
Oh yeah,
making them like Instagram posts where you just time them out. You get them at the right spots. Once you get some buzz, the next one drops, and then you just kind of keep that cycle going instead of doing a couple singles and then an album. Now we're going to do 5 singles, and then we're going to have an album of 7 to 8 songs, depending on what makes the cut and what's ready. And then the next set will be done the same way. So that the album has a couple extra tracks that we feel make the rest of it glue. We'll have extended jams. We'll have stuff that comes in. Because we recorded a lot of these songs with intros that go on a little bit. And we figured for the singles, we'll cut it nice and short, so it's 3.5 minutes.
No, yeah.
But there's plenty of jams. Like I said before, we improvise a lot. So we like to do that with these songs, going from a jam into the actual song. And so we'll have all of that extra material on the 2 songs per each EP. But you really want to make sure, I think we're really trying to make sure there's a acknowledgement of that trend with algorithmic Spotify, Apple Music. They all kind of favor when you're just putting out with regularity. So,
oh, no, yeah, of course.
Yeah. If you just had all of it ready and you put the album out, that will generate that one hit of interaction for their algorithm. But if you keep spreading them out, then they kind of keep picking you up.
No, yeah, I think that's what sucks about being an artist. You have to be everything. You have to be the marketer. You have to be. Sometimes you may even have to be the photographer, getting the content. And,
all those considerations. Yeah, you have to kind of.
There's too much put on the shoulders of people that do not have the budget to facilitate all of these means.
Oh no, yeah, I agree with you, 100%. I definitely agree with you. For me, like the aspect of being like I also do music as well, and doing content doing content creation because I grew up. I was like a YouTube kid. I grew up watching YouTube for like a long time, and I like doing that game of making content, being appealing, and you're actually trying to engage with your audience in general. And is there something that you would want to or y'all would want to incorporate, being more personal as a band in general, to maybe inspire your audience, or even make little jokes, like inside jokes with y'all's audience as well? Like,
yeah,
I'm just curious.
Yeah, I feel like we put on like a really good live show, and we're very like personal to people. We're always there. With more than enough time before the gig, usually catching all the bands, like saying what's up, just like inviting people to smoke with us afterwards. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't.
Mm-hmm.
But either way, like we're always like offering like smokes, drinks, just a good time with everybody.
Mm-hmm. Y'all have any like bands y'all want to shout out? Any favorites in Austin?
Oh God, where do we even begin?
Shoot,
we would be here for like the next hour, just to give a list of every band that's helped us get to where we are.
All right, name
list them.
Name I guess like 3 bands each.
All right.
Let's do 5. We
all right. Goddamn. All right. Who's going first?
You gotta show the love out here.
All right. I'll go first.
All right. I'll let you go.
Shout out.
Got to shout out the Shysters.
The Shivering Demons.
The Shivering Demons. Me and Ray have a history with Shivering Demons as their a former rhythm section for those guys.
Yeah, a little bit of bias in there, but
Space
gosh,
Goons,
I wonder why that is.
Space Goons, Goon Squad.
Hey.
Shout out to Top Down.
Shout out Top Down. Shout out the now defunct Jankum.
Amen.
They were super fun to play with.
They're done now,
and also
because Mario, he's out of town.
Yeah, I know, but I wasn't sure.
The also defunct Sunshine.
Yeah, shout out Mario.
Oh my goodness, I almost forgot about the Creepers.
Who else? Needle Freak, No Association, Malaysia, Brunei. Goddamn, Enfaz.
Can't forget. Yo, shout out Jacob in the back.
Mis Primos. Let's see who else. Come on, give me names.
We gotta. God, there's to a certain extent, as ironic as it is, we gotta give a shout out to La Fermata. If it wasn't for La Fermata, none of us would have met.
I was gonna say that too. Shout out La Fermata.
Shout out Absolute Show. Band.
Hey,
yeah.
Shout out Absolute Show.
Shout out Royal Regiment.
Oh, Royal Regiment is dope as fuck. Yeah, hey, shout out John Williams.
Yeah, I love
and Jay Nava.
Johnny, Jay, yeah, all those guys. Riston, Reggie, even their new bass player and their violin player, they slam. They're really cool. Moon Medallion. Yeah. Jess Helios and the crew.
Hey.
Damn. I mean, honestly, there's a lot of bands. Like I can't think of all of them right now. But,
no, yeah, but that's a lot of love.
Yeah.
That's what I want to see.
So, yeah, those are all bands that we've had at least some type of close history with a lot of our experiences and the shows we've been through and what we've done for each other.
Yeah.
Yeah, we run into a lot of good people out there in the scene. So
that's dope. That's really dope to hear. I know you are gonna have an upcoming show. I think is it 7th, correct? Or is it next? The 13th, right?
13th and 14th are our next 2 shows.
The 13th, we're doing a very special little unplugged acoustic set.
That's dope.
At
Tiger's Pub. Yep.
And then the 14th, we're throwing a little show with courtesy of 8 Day Entertainment and Shivering Demons and Demon Dogs. We're throwing a little show at the Tunnels with, let's see.
That's another act where there's 8 names for that.
Yeah, there's a lot of bands in there. No Association, Shivering Demons, SAP. If y'all haven't seen SAP, shout out SAP.
Poppers playing.
Poppers from Houston. Shout out Poppers.
Shout out Poppers.
Drugula, shout out them from San Antonio.
All these names are hard as fuck. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, dude.
They are.
Honestly, in all these bands,
the most unknown bands have the most badass names.
Yeah, and all these bands are amazing. First band's at 7 on the 14th, and we're gonna have a little.
We have a little
special.
There's a little surprise.
Yeah. If you have a favorite wrestling mask, definitely wear it and encourage it.
If you enjoy wrestling, you're gonna have a good time.
If you're enjoying seeing tables being broken, I think you might have a good time.
Oh shit, so, that was punk as fuck.
Yeah,
some displays of violence, if you will. Yeah,
and we're gonna have.
It's a punk show after all.
We're gonna have free waters and hot dogs while supplies last.
Oh hell yeah!
And DJs.
And a DJ at the end of the set who's gonna be playing in the tunnels for
hell yeah.
Party Panda.
Yeah, Party Panda.
Party Panda's playing. All right.
Yeah, shout out Party Panda. Yeah, Tunnels is dope as fuck. Tunnels is a really dope spot in general in Austin. It's an interesting spot because it's not like other venues where it's like.
I mean, it's not even really a venue.
People made it a venue.
Yeah, it's just it's basically just a public stage that first come first serve. Whoever gets there gets there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And it's right in the middle of the city, and yet it's managed to get away with so much.
You're under an overpass, so
shout out Mallory's and Therapists.
Yeah.
Sorry, random. I just thought of them.
Let's not forget Slam Pig.
Shout them out.
How many shows that those guys have played at the tunnels?
Oh yeah,
I think they are now also defunct as well.
Really?
No. Yeah.
Wait, who just said?
Shh, cállate.
Shame.
I know we're also talking about video games. What are some of y'all's favorite video games? You don't mind me asking.
Oh man, don't even get me started.
Yeah. This guy's gonna take over the podcast.
He might. I'm gonna have to give him this seat.
It's gonna be a game. It's gonna be a gaming channel before you know it.
Nah, yeah. On God, that's why I'm gonna make it. I'm just gonna secretly.
We're gonna be the new
over.
Rooster Teeth. We're gonna take over Screw Attack. We're gonna take over Rooster Teeth.
Screw Attack. Oh my God.
On the video games,
we're gonna make
the reviews.
We're gonna be like a $2 million.
We're gonna be
company.
the new X Play.
The new X Play. We're gonna be the new G4. We'll die.
Shit,
IGN. Never heard of them.
G4.
We'll be like G4. We'll like come. We'll like appear. We'll die. Then we'll appear again. Then we'll die. Like that's basically what they did.
So we can okay, good. So we have supernatural powers.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Woo.
I don't know how they got Scott the Woz like to do little episodes for them and stuff.
Well, I think that actually they just he just makes the episodes on his own, and they just have a contract where Scott just airs them on the show. No, that outro music is different, and Scott already bleeps all his curse words anyways.
No, yeah. He made him like bite-sized episodes too. Like he did like a whole like TV structure formula. Which
because some of his episodes they're like 2.5 hours long. Like all of his Wii U episodes, his Switch Recolectives, they're all like super long. So you can't put those in a 22-minute time slot.
That's fair. He's been one of my favorite YouTubers like in a long time.
So he took over the entire JonTron subreddit.
Oh, I remember that, and I don't know. Yeah, I remember that. I remember that was like a whole meme, and then like JonTron like subbed him or whatever.
He's like probably the best in gaming on YouTube right now.
No, yeah, I definitely agree on that. I can't think of another channel like on YouTube for gaming that's like good. I remember when people.
There's so many. It's all about the niche because so many gaming channels focus on a certain type or a certain specific franchise as a whole.
Wait. Favorite 3 games.
3 favorite games.
Yeah.
3 favorite games.
Yeah.
Okay, 3. Okay, now 3 franchises or 3 individual games here.
Pick your poison, my friend.
Nah, yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna pick 3 individuals here. Okay, so Team Fortress 2.
Oh yeah, we were talking about that earlier. TF2 is pretty good, pretty goated.
As a childhood favorite, Sonic Adventure 2.
Okay. Sonic Adventure 2. I still need to play through that game. I don't like the Knuckles treasure hunting stages. They suck.
Yeah, they do.
They're really
fighting words.
They suck. It just ruins the pacing. It just ruins the pacing for me. I know they're cool, but just like
some of the later ones are really cryptic, like the one where you're on the moon and you have to read the backwards text for the clues.
Yeah, that's like the last stage in the game. I forgot what it was even called.
I don't know who the hell thought that was a good idea.
Yeah, and was it your third one?
I mean, I gotta pick just one more. Oh, there's so many candidates.
He's gonna pick Call of Duty or Overwatch.
I will never pick COD or Overwatch, even though I think that Black Ops 1 is excellent.
What is it?
Oh man, such a drum roll, so much pressure. I can't take all the lights on me.
Madden. Okay.
The dog bark.
The dog starts barking.
Literally.
DMX, the video game.
Nah, dude. Def Jam fights. Dude.
50 Cent Bulletproof.
Def Jam brawl.
Where my dogs at?
It's maybe Madden 08.
Madden 08.
No, hell no.
Absolutely the hell
51 action games. Superman 64.
Oh,
Castle Crushers.
Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde for the NES.
For the NE. Just say Sonic 06,
For
bro.
the 8-bit.
Oh
Just
my
say
god.
Sonic 06.
Yeah.
Don't even get me started.
Stop, please.
I still have not played that game like
He's
that.
never gonna stop.
It's like a mystery science theater movie.
here
You
he
gotta
goes.
play it just for how bad it is.
I know I need to play it. I think
Everybody take your mushrooms.
I don't think I've ever played I don't think I've ever played Superman 64 either. Like,
Actually, no, I
was
picked
the
my
third?
third one.
Okay.
BioShock Infinite.
BioShock Infinite? I didn't play that game. I've never really played that
Yeah,
one.
really?
Never have.
Yeah.
That's the third one, right?
Technically, yes.
Wow. Okay.
I
But
don't.
it's infinite.
I pretend
It's
BioShock
infinite,
2
so
doesn't
it's really-
exist.
It's a very
What's the
That's
point
fair.
of designating them
very
if they're
interesting
infinite?
choice.
Can you answer me that?
What?
What's the point of designating them if they're infinite?
I will.
Is that the third
That's a
one?
good question.
I mean, if it's a
I don't-
wheel,
I
it's
don't
No,
know.
because it's a
That's
cycle.
asking
So
me
like
to
it's
explain the plot of
Okay.
Interstellar, dude. I can't do it. I can't do it.
you could try if you want to pull it out of your ass.
You're scared. You're scared and you won't do it.
I'm scared.
Okay,
dude.
what's
afraid.
y'all's like top 3?
For my childhood, definitely the 64 Zelda.
Which
Ocarina
one?
of Time. Ocarina of
Ocarina?
Time.
That's
Yeah, I
really
never got
good.
into the other one, Majora's
with that
Mask. I never got into that one because I didn't have the expansion.
Oh
I
yes,
needed to get that. And I was a little kid.
I do have
can't-
the expansion. If you ever find the cartridge.
I'll go back in time, 15 years, and I'll let him know. Good luck. Good news. Good
Don't worry,
news. I got big
I'll go
news.
find a DeLorean
When
that's
you're
for
33
sale.
years old, you're
Oh,
gonna
God.
have a guy that knows and has his expansion.
Then what's the second one?
Um,
What's the second one?
So then the second one would probably be Smash Brothers.
Ooh, which one?
The
Ultimate?
64.
64 as well?
264 games.
That's
Oh,
really
that
good.
was kind of-
Like,
I'm old, man. That was my era of stuff. Was the 64. I really got into the first Halo too, though. The first Halo as
the
well.
first Halo, I never played the first Halo.
That
I
was
think I
fun.
played like
that
a
was
tiny
you
bit,
put your
but
boys together and you'd be like, wow, we can have 16 people play at one time. Like, that was like the coolest
that
thing.
shit's insane. It's like what, 4
Halo was,
Xboxes? or
I was
something?
like, I was like 12. I'm like asking my mom, like, hey, my friends are getting together. We're gonna play a game where everyone kills each other. Can I?
No,
do that?
they're
And she's like-
they're just
She's
she's like,
aliens.
you're not listening to evil music, are you? And
Can you
I'm
make
like-
Can you make a grilled cheese for everybody?
I was like, Mom, I don't want to. It's rated M. Is it okay? Yeah, all right, it's like,
Where are the pizza rolls?
dude, I don't know if pizza rolls are a thing, dude. When did pizza rolls start up? Anyways, those are my 3.
Back in '76.
We-
All right, Jamie, pull it up on Wikipedia. When did pizza rolls start?
Pizza
They were-
Bowl
they were,
started.
uh,
And then what are your 3? What are your 3?
I love Smash Bros. In the GameCube.
Melee's the
Melee's pretty good.
best.
Maybe Devil May Cry.
Ooh, which
The
one?
original?
Yeah.
The original one?
Yeah. That
On PS2, I think, or
I
something?
think so. Or maybe PS1. I'm not too sure. I don't know. I just played it at some random drug dealer's house, and I was like, this
That's
shit's
fucking
this-
insane.
This shit's really cool.
Yeah,
Damn, this is the Port of Monkeys lore people want to know.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's like-
I paid Devil May Cry at the dealer's house.
And then a very most recent new game. I'm engulfed in Marble Rivals.
I knew you were gonna say Marvel.
Oh,
Rivals.
fucking!
Yeah, dude.
It's fun though. I get as a
it
casual,
is.
it's fun. I only played it once, but
But this
as
guy's
casual,
over
it's
here
fun.
playing competitive
Nah, man,
mode,
I
getting
play-
chewed out.
flamed.
I play
Getting
competitive
flamed
to
on
get
ranked.
get my whole family
Oh, yeah.
lineage cursed because we lost.
They're like, I wish you were on the 90th floor.
That's why I never play. The only competitive game I ever play is like Smash Brothers, and even oh my god, playing competitive, you just want to. You're
Yeah,
gonna get gray hairs,
You're gonna
bro.
end up playing against somebody that's like in another country, and they're just gonna embarrass you.
You're gonna
Like,
yeah.
because they got
You're
that
not gonna
wombo
have a good
combo.
time.
Mhm,
Yeah.
On God. I think 3 of my favorites have to be. I mean, the original Final Fantasy 7. That one's really good.
Can't go wrong with Final Fantasy, especially the original.
That one's really good. I still need to go through the remake, and then I mean, this is one of my favorite games like of all time. That was one of my first games I ever played. Super Mario Brothers on the DS. Like that was one of my favorites. So,
The
like,
new Super Mario Brothers.
yeah, those games. Yeah, like I played through most of the majority of the Mario games. That's always been one of my favorites. Like the 2D one.
That one is probably the best 2D Mario game, except for maybe Super Mario World.
Isn't that whenever Paper Mario came out as well too?
Oh, Paper Mario came out in like in 99 or 2001 on the 64.
Oh yeah, it did. Like 2000, I think.
I remember they made like a little game on the DS too, though.
Oh, I think I might be thinking of Mario and Luigi. Or the 3DS game. You might be thinking about the 3DS game as well.
Nerds, bro. We gotta stop this. All right. We're a punk band. We're a rock band.
Oh yeah, then the last one.
Pizza rolls were invented 1968 by Gino Pauliucci.
68?
Damn, those are a lot older than I thought. Then yeah, they did have pizza rolls.
Thank you, Basura.
They were made as
Mountain King.
Damn.
Well, one more time, Jacob. They were made what?
Yeah, pizza rolls.
As a variation of egg rolls.
Okay.
Oh, that's actually dope. I fuck with
feel
that.
Like that must have been a Cold War move to show the Russians, hey, we got pizza rolls first.
Pizza rolls.
We have microwaves.
Pizza rolls.
And we have vinyl records that aren't made with X-rays.
We got to pizza rolls first.
Pizza rolls before civil rights is kind of crazy.
Yeah, we had.
That's
true.
That's fucking insane.
It's like in the 1950s, they had an American technology exposition in Moscow, and literally they were like, "Hey, we have color TV and Coca-Cola."
Strap in.
And they're like,
oh, God.
"Well, we sent a man to space, but this Coke tastes pretty good."
Yeah. All right, pizza roll lore locked in.
On God, I think that last game. Going back to like video games.
Pizza rolls have lasted longer than the Confederacy.
That's bro.
But not as long as the Alamo. So keep
as the Alamo.
You don't want to jot that down.
Wait, what's that? I think I forgot.
You don't want to remember the Alamo.
Yeah,
I think you had forgotten.
Somebody remind him about the Alamo.
Right.
Is it? Wait, that's where Pee Wee Herman's bike was, right? It was in the basement.
It's in the basement.
And that's also where Hank Hill ended up as well.
Oh, that's right.
His dad shot out Cotton.
He killed 50 men.
It was funny. I think the last game. Oh, damn, we'll go back to the video games like topic. I think the last game was like maybe Symphony of the Night or something like, or I always liked Super Mario Bros. 3 as well. Super Mario Bros. 3 is pretty good.
I love.
I was gonna say
the game from hell.
Magic Kingdom.
Magic Kingdom?
Or not fucking
Kingdom Hearts?
Kingdom Hearts.
Oh my goodness. Kingdom Hearts.
You know what I meant, guys.
I know, yeah. I know what you meant.
I mean, it's a Disney game, Magic Kingdom, Kingdom Hearts. I mean, it's not a very...
Kingdom Hearts was tight as fuck, bro. Like,
I'm just saying it makes sense why the name would get confused. Plus, there's also games called Magic Kingdom that are Disney games, too.
Are they?
That's fair.
Yeah, because they have like a Disneyland and like a Disney World simulation game that came out on Kinect.
Damn.
What?
Yeah, you had to actually run with your arms like this to move in the game because it was on Kinect.
And the game is insane. That's actually, bruh, that's a whole simulator. It'd be way cheaper though than going to actual Disneyland.
Well,
Disney
I mean, you had
World.
to buy a Kinect, so is it cheaper?
I don't know. Maybe.
I mean, you may not pay as much money, but you bought a
dignity.
Kinect. The price of your soul.
The dignity, huh?
That's true.
That's the dignity argument.
That's true.
The fact that Kinect exists makes me believe that there is no God.
Cool. Hot takes from Huggy Bear Nelson, ladies and gentlemen.
On God.
You mic'd him up. You faced
No, it's backwards. It's no God.
You give my drummer a mic, you gotta face the consequences of what he's gotta tell you.
I know we're running out. Yeah, we're running out a little bit of time here, and I guess the last question is, like, what do y'all see yourselves in like maybe the next year or two when it comes to y'all's group, Reporter Monks?
I would like to say that my vision for us in the next year or so is for us to just be playing a whole lot more, staying together. Like, shout out every single band that's still together after like a year or two, because like
It's hard to do.
Yeah,
it's not
like,
cheap or easy.
Life kicks in. There's so many very good, valuable excuses that people can throw out and be like, "Yo, I got to take care of this or that." But my vision is for us to just be sticking together, playing more shows, and just putting out a lot of good music and good vibes out there.
And we've stuck together for as long as we have.
Yeah,
we have a long road ahead of us.
That's important.
What are y'all?
Especially for a band.
What's y'all's goal? Y'all's vision?
Well, assuming that I am not trying to fight the growing threat of fascism.
We all are every single day. God damn it.
But at the end of the day, as long as I'm finding myself with people that I like and playing music that I like to play, I can't ask for much more than that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's all love over here. I think we're really grateful to be like genuine, like best friends with each other, because that doesn't always happen.
We are the opposite of Hall & Oates.
I still wish they get back together.
I don't know what it is about those
like,
grains.
They wish that they would shoot.
Holland Oats is pretty good.
What about you, Scoots?
I think we've come up on 2 years as far as I'm concerned, and for the next year, just keep developing as musicians, as people working off of each other. I know I've come a long way, and I feel like everybody in the band's come a long way since we've started. And if we get another year in the book, we'll really see where we're at, and I think it's gonna be a fun time just to get there. Staying together, doing our thing.
No, I hope that happens.
Letting it keep flowing.
Mm-hmm. I gotta see y'all live. I'm hopefully I get to see y'all live at the Tunnels.
Yeah,
man.
Next week.
That show is gonna be epic. I'm telling you,
at 9
free show, man.
Or 9:15. But Malaysia Brunei will be opening up the night at 7 p.m.
All right, bet. I'm also gonna be taking photos at that
314.
show.
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
314 Pi Day.
314 Pi Days.
Pi Day. We're like,
we should get some pie. We'll go to HEB. We'll get a bunch of pecan pies.
Oh my god!
Go crazy.
Hope there's no nut allergies.
Too bad, dude. We'll have EpiPens.
Yeah, y'all have any last words before we go?
If I had a nut allergy, I'd be busting out in hives sitting next to this guy over here, dude.
That's great.
Peace and blessings to everybody.
Peace and love. Yeah. Blessings and all.
Where can everybody find y'all?
You only have one life, so do as much as you can with it, and don't worry about what other people are saying.
You can follow us on any ether that you end up huffing. You can also find us on Spotify, Instagram.
And then those little chocolate mushroom candy bars that you can get in Oakland and Colorado.
And if you search hard enough, you can find us on a porn website.
It's true. Verified.
That's crazy.
I'm still waiting for OnlyFans to give us the verification. Once it does, we'll drop the link.
That's the Porta Bunks lore right there, ladies and gentlemen.
It's a fact check from the dogs in the back room. All right.
Yep.
That's it.
Appreciate y'all so much for watching 8 Days Podcast.
Peace.
This is Porta Monks.
210.
Hey, shout out Jacob in the back.
Shout
out Basudo.
210 and the 510.
Ugh, gross.